Hi, Taurus. This is your, let's call it kind of mid-October into mid-November reading. So this is your late October, beginning of November reading, because that's when I'm recording it. I'm Susie, I'm a professional astrologer, metaphysical practitioner who works in a trauma-informed space for all of you. And this is a great video if you have Taurus placements, if you have second house placements, if Venus is your chart ruler, your final dispositor. But really, if you feel called to listen to this, and if it resonates, then it's probably for you because that's just how stuff works. We're gonna look into what 444 on the clock as I'm recording for you all. We're gonna look at what exactly your guides want me to talk to you about. And then we'll also check in with like love and like money slash work. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. Currently you have Uranus in your sign. Um, and Pluto trining, right? Leaving Capricorn. So if you have late degrees of Taurus, then you might be feeling the Pluto a little bit. It might be like feeling like you want to break into this inner power. Might felt like there was some obstacles. It could be people who have always felt like they have authority or superiority over you, and you could feel like you want to break out of that right now. And Uranus, you could just still be feeling that 7 years of uncomfortable depending on where. So if you are later degrees, so that's going to be like mid-May, birthdays to like birthdays into like 19, 18, 20. If your birthdays are in May around those numbers, you could really be feeling Uranus, or you have any kind of Taurus placement like that. You could be really feeling Uranus and the change and this disruption, which Taurus does not love. So let's see what it has to say, what the cards have to say already. So this first major message here, we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is like you are that person, you are that bish. And I have a World card here. If you have felt dethroned, if you have felt again out of your power, if you have felt like you need to get your groove back, so to speak, I would think that that's on the way. Taurus, it could feel like there's been a craving for stability for some while and obstacles to that stability, whether that's financial stability or feeling like work stability, just something along those lines. Um, we can get mentally or emotionally kind of, we feel a little beat up sometimes when we are trying our best and it feels like we can't get steady feet, you know? The disruption is not meant to take you down. It's not meant to defeat you. The disruptions, the obstacles are meant to show you that it's within. I have the Queen of Pentacles here and she's in reverse, right? But when I talk about the Queen of Pentacles, she is the moment. She is the abundance. The Queen of Pentacles as a card, and this is genderless, is the realization that like if it burns all down, you can build it up again, right? Um, and so my lovely Taurians, um, that's that's what this moment in time, that's what the difficulties have been about. Things don't have to be perfect for you to thrive, because you just do that. I mean, Taurus is so stubborn, but it is like the flower that grows through the pavement. It's there's a turning. Oh, have the turntables have turned. Um, I know that's I'm making a joke. That's not a real. Um, what else do we have about this? This is about resilience, but it's about the conditions of your resilience. Okay, listen. We're starting off with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You just need to realize that you are the Queen of Pentacles, right? But then we have an Ace of Cups in the world, and I love that for you. So like, hold on, hold on, please. We're in Scorpio season, so happy Scorpio season to those who celebrate and who maybe have Taurus and Scorpio placements. Um, I know I keep name dropping mentioning her, but like, as I love the way Lori Rivers puts it. She's an astrologer. Check her out. If you don't know, you should. But the way she says it's really hard to kill a Scorpio, right? There's like a resilience there, and that is the other side of your seesaw, Taurus. That is, you have some of that quality. And so I want to say in Scorpio season also, Taurus can feel a little less like themselves, right? So when that Scorpio energy is at its strongest, it's the sun is in Scorpio. Um, we can maybe feel like it's easier to rely on the other parts of our chart that isn't Taurus, right? The Taurus might feel a little watered down. That's normal. During Capricorn season, I'm always like, ugh, dragging my feet. And I used to think that it was just winter, but I'm good the other parts of winter. Um it's mostly just Capricorn season, and it's especially when it's on the other side of my Mars. If you have Taurus Mars, when the sun is in the opposite degree in Scorpio, you may feel that. You may feel that the sun is your vital energy, right? So you may feel a little drained. I am telling you to hold tight because it's coming in. Let's get one more card on this situation. Um, the resilience is there. And sometimes the way that we best partake of our own resilience, it is to take the rest. Don't bang your head. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So listen, there's somebody around you, kind of an asshole. They might be a little passive aggressive, or they might be aggressive aggressive. But the way that they're saying things are meant to undermine you. The way that they're saying things are meant to sting, meant to cut. Whether they're doing it passively aggressively or not, just so that you can't be like, hey, you called me a dumb, stupid, you know, hoe. And they're like, I would never say that. I would never use those words. But that they did it passively aggressively just to gaslight you on top of the jabs. Um, but you really, let's get some more. I'm just gonna pull a different deck real quick because I want to see what's on deck. You do have somebody around you like that. What's the best way to handle that person? A little bit yes them to death. Don't take them seriously. Don't alert them that you're not taking them seriously. Because if you alert them that you're not taking them seriously, like if you try to go like toe to toe with them and like spar jab for jab, they're going to double down and do something even more awful. I really feel like right now, yesing this person to death, um, I hate pretending, I hate inauthenticity, but almost act like, okay, you got me, you wounded me. And then not go back harder at them. Because they're just gonna they're just gonna try to come back at you harder. I don't think this person has it feels like there's an emptiness within this person that only feels like quasi filled. They only feel excitement or joy when they feel like they're taking something from somebody else. I know that sounds really harsh. This person is, hurt people hurt people. It doesn't mean we have to give them excuses to keep hurting us, but I don't think where we would stop and be like, okay, that's enough. I don't really want to hurt this person like that. I don't think they have I don't even think they have that bottom, to be honest. You do finish out like the King of Wands. The Knight of Swords is telling me be almost like passive aggressive back with them. Sure, yeah, no, you're right. That person's probably horrible. Whatever. Um, there's a bit of like magician energy in this situation for you. One of one of the sayings that my friends and I used to say is like, that's just air, right? And I would tell my daughter when she was growing up, because kids are terrible in junior high and high school, and my friend Angie would tell her, when they're saying those things to you, baby, that's just air. That's just air. Don't pay any mind to that. Um, and that's kind of not that I'm placating whoever I'm speaking to right now, because you're not children, you're grown. But let them think that the words and the jabs and the manipulation and the undercutting is all doing its job. And then you take your energy and focus on what you're focusing on. It's almost like in the cloak of darkness, but it's in the cloak of them thinking they did something. You're gonna accomplish a lot. That'll make sense for who it's supposed to make sense to. Can't help it. Let me get one more card on this. You come out the King of Wands here. I don't know if they're financially trying to just like they like you wounded. I think that they feel better about themselves if you're not feeling better about yourselves, which means they are. Yeah. So yes, I've got three queens in reverse here. They don't know how to get their own joy, get their own dopamine, get their own anything. Um, they would rather not. They would rather be distracted than focus on their own stuff. Yeah. So let them think that that's what they're doing. I want you to yes them to death, and eventually the energy is going to disconnect because you won't be giving yours anymore. And when you separate from each other, um energetically at least, then you'll start to be able to separate also like 3D in your situations where you have to deal with that person. That'll make sense for exactly who it's supposed to make sense for. Let's look at love. I don't want that deck anymore. Let's look at love. Love for Taurus. We have Venus and Sag right now, still in its early degrees. Um, and if you have some Gemini energy too, which a lot of Taurus placements will. Um, you're feeling the Uranus, and you might also be feeling the square of Venus right now. Anything that comes in and challenges you is supposed to be helping you cement your worth. So, in other words, like if you're in a newer situationship or relationship, just something new, um, and you're curating your behavior based on what you think that person reacted to the first time they met you, or um, just curating your behavior and your responses. Um, I'm gonna tell you that that's gonna be challenging to your worth. We're talking about how you're thinking and how you're speaking. Um, the more authenticity that you can come in with, um, the better off you're gonna be, especially with your mom's going through late degrees Taurus right now. I had a feeling. Okay, so if you're not already in a new situation, you're going to be. This person may not be into all this stuff like tarot and astrology and spirituality and all this other stuff. They also may recently changed their mind about a move. Like there could be a lot of like happenstance, like if things didn't happen exactly the way that they did, you wouldn't have met them or exchanged with them or something. You could have met this person like on another person's social media and just like ended up going back and forth. Um, you have to speak as plainly and as truthfully as you can at all times in this situation. Is there potential for this? Is there potential for this? If this has not come in, it will, Taurus. I can't tell if this is somebody like old or new. Yeah. Okay. This will be an upgrade. And if you, I promise you, if you really don't curate your responses. Don't overthink what they want to hear, how you want to be. Don't even overthink, like, well, I don't want to do what I did in that last relationship. So I don't say that stuff anymore. Don't gatekeep yourself at all. Um, this has the potential not only to upgrade your like life as far as like relationships and everything. I also feel like there could be a lot of like learning. I see almost traveling or like museums, which if they're showing me museums, it just means it's like this is going to enrich your life. Um in the ways that it'll grow you as a person, and your knowledge of the world. Um this could also help to kind of, it's very tied in the authenticity. This could help quash some anxiety is what I want to say, that you carry, and especially like when you get in deeper to relationships, that kind of worry, that kind of anxiety of, well, where's it going to go? This is the part where um it crashes. This is the part where things don't go well, right? I get this far in a relationship, and that's when things seem to, like, it's 3 months or it's 6 months or whatever it is, right? This is going to help you with your anxiety. Let's get cards for job, work. I don't want to work. I just wanna bang on the drum all day. Kind of hate that song, so I don't know why. There's a keeper card in here. You don't belong. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. And I also just saw the soulmate card, which is weird because this is a financial reading, financial work, financial work. Look at what's going on with Taurus. Take advantage of stepping into that power. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to be worth it. Which you've already experienced because you already had the trine from Uranus to Pluto. You've already experienced that, but now it's time to really like step into it. What's going on here? What's going on here? And let me know like what house your Venus is in the comments. And obviously if any part of this resonates. Also, I'm running my sale that I was running. I'm running it till the end of October. So somewhere in here there's a graphic. I'm sure you've already seen it come across the screen. If you're looking for a job, it might be a little bit longer till you find like the perfect fit. Or if you're looking for a promotion in your job, there might be a little stall on that. I do see you being victorious with that, just not when you think it's going to be. Um, Careful of spending right now, Taurus. Careful of your spending habits. Okay. There's a financial burden that's almost over. That'll mean something different to everybody. I don't know if you're thinking of investing in something or taking something out. Like if you have like a 401k or whatever, don't mess with that. Wait, be patient. Be patient. Now is not a time to make like ginormous moves with your finances. Taurus, I love you. Now you love you. You know, leave me a comment. There's also membership, all the stuff. Please like and subscribe. I'm always so in the reading. I don't say all the other stuff. But you know what to do. You're on YouTube. You found your way to the internet. I will talk to you all soon.